Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cutie. What's up, cuties? Welcome to Chit Chat with QT. Join me as I discuss hot topics, celebrity news and gossip, reality TV show recaps, and more. Everything that I discuss are my own personal opinions for entertainment purposes only. Now, before I get started, please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and sit back and enjoy. What's up, cuties? Happy Monday. Come on and hit that like button for me if you don't mind. Let me check one quick email, and then I'm going to say some quick hellos. Welcome. I see Strawberry Taffy was the first person in the chat. Thank you so much. Okay, let me download this real quick. Okay, here we go. Let me download this. Okay. Happy Monday. And thank you guys again for joining me. I had this live scheduled for a little later, but I just got back home from my little appointment, and I said, let me go ahead and go live, child, because I made some chili yesterday and it gave me the itis. So you guys know, and I plan on eating some more. I ain't want to get the itis again. But I was supposed to go live yesterday to discuss this recap. I hope Gigi is here. I really hope Gigi is here, because Gigi wanted to discuss this Saturday night, I believe, when we were live. And I told her, don't spoil it for me. So Gigi, if you here, I'll definitely drop the link and you can come up and give me your thoughts. Hopefully, Gigi may be at work. But let me say some quick hellos. Again, hello, Strawberry Taffy, the legend of the mods, Linda Gamble, Lionel. We got my sis Tara in the building. Veronica Monroe. Hey, Veronica Monroe. Hey, Deborah Jackson. Cutie Crew, you guys make sure to comment on the Cutie Crew topic of the day. I saw a couple of you all's comments. We'll talk in members only. Miss Lady One, hello. Lavinia. Hi, Lavinia. Hey, Cheryl Canada. Hello, always India. Sweet Vern, Liddell, Jacqueline, Regina, Patricia G, Z Frenchie. Hey, Z Frenchie. How are you? Angela Davis, Miss Skin Deep, Dog Lady, DG, Irene, child, trouble is here. Irene is here. Hey, Irene. Hello, Ramisha, Holly B, Patricia J, Kathy, Cricket. Hey, Cricket, good evening. Angela Richardson. Thank you, Angela. I did, in spite of, trying to use up these benefits, child. But thank you for asking. Black, bold, and beautiful. You know I love that name. Hello. Hey, Titi. Hello. Pamela Johnson. Pamela. Yes, I said Patricia J. Pamela Johnson. McGeechee. Steph M. Tennis is life. Speaking of tennis, dog it, I meant to email myself. Let me do it real quick. Speaking of tennis is life. Hold on one quick second. Let me do that right now. Congratulations going up and out to Mariah. One of them 4-piece nuggets, baby, won first place in her tennis tournament. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Let me see. Okay, I got it already. Come through internet service. Let me bring up Mariah. Uh, this is amazing. Hold on, guys. I want to share that screen real quickly. And again, shout out to, I'm going to go ahead and say the official Eminem kid, one of the official Eminem kids. Since Miss Van still recognized her grandbabies as Eminem, you guys know I don't even like to say the other M. But congratulations. First place is awesome. Now, look, Mel and Martell both spoke on, how excited Mariah was to join learn tennis and all of that. And I see a little young Serena of Venus in the making. Okay. Tennis is hard. So you guys put some congratulations in the chat for Mariah. We are proud of you, Mariah. Mel put, and I didn't even child send that just now, but she was super excited as well. She said, "Man, my baby just won first place for the first time. She has gotten second place in the past, but she said, Mom, I want to win first this time." So proud of her. She literally dominated the court. And then Mel child, Mel had a big spread for Mariah to celebrate her win. And that is awesome. That's awesome. To be that passionate at this age, again, do not be surprised if we see Mariah in Wimbledon or something like that. So tennis is life. Thank you for having that name, because that made me go back and send that picture real quick. Tennis is life. Do you play tennis? Let us know. Let us know. G Squad in the building. Cookie from the Shy. Car. Hello, hello. Khalees, Vonzel, Helen, Maria, BC Jones. All of you guys. I'm scrolling. Hey, Dana. I'm scrolling, but I didn't chat it, child. We at 8 minutes, so we gonna get started. Elaine from the D. I'm gonna go ahead and say what up, though, even though I'm claiming that from the Shy. But what up, though? Elaine from Detroit. And we're going to be talking about some Detroit guys today. Marcel and Carlos the King. Okay. But if I did not say hello to you, hello. To the mods, I appreciate you guys being here. And as I mentioned, I'm not going to waste too much time. We may have a little time for a quick panel. I'm tagged to this little dirt mess, child. I've been watching. I'm a whole subscriber, watching all that mess. So we're going to keep it cute and quick. Let's see. Hey, Brittany Janae. Hello. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys, again. And hey, Sammy. Hey, Mama V. If I did not say hello, to be real, I hate when I start saying hello because I feel guilty when I miss you guys. I'm sorry if I missed you. I'm sorry. What they doing? You know what, Sammy? I changed the time to this live. It could have been about an hour ago when I got in from the doctor. Hey, little sis. But you should have gotten a notification at 30 minutes. So just make sure to go back and make sure that bell is checked. Now look, little sis, trending. I gotta watch your video. I put it on watch later with you and Chef Don Don. Congratulations to Chef Don Don. He had his brunch over the weekend. But I'm like, why she got what you put, Rasta something? I said, trending must be clowning Chef Don Don. I was driving when I saw it, but I plan on watching. So congratulations. Okay, let's get started, guys. In my title, I said I was wrong. I'll get into why I was wrong in a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and say this because I haven't been looking at any of the other content creators' videos or you guys in their chat. So I'm gonna say this from the start. I know I'm gonna get some people that's gonna disagree. I have to give Marcel Scott props. Okay, little sis, props for this sit down. Again, I know I may have some people that don't feel the same, and you guys know I love a good debate. But let's go ahead and get into it. So Marcel was the guest on Reality with the King, and they watched the girls' trip, he and Carlos. Now, I will say this. Carlos said he don't drink, but he does slurp. That was at the start of it. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Happy birthday again, Aunt Debbie. I know we just texted not too long ago. Thank you for being here. Glad you enjoyed. But Carlos started this sit down cringe for me. Marcel was a good sport, but chow, to tell a straight man that you slurp, that's cringy, you know. But I know they boys, so it is what it is. They also spoke on later on in the sit down, but I'll mention it now. Gay boys trip versus girls trip. Um, Marcel said that Carlos needs to go ahead and try women and get delivered. And I only thing I could say was ill. Carlos said he gonna try a child just one time. All I could say is ill, 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 ill. Um, but they talked about the small room. You guys know the room with Tisha, Kimmy, and a Destiny. And I had to laugh at Marcel. Marcel was like, damn, they got them sleeping in a manger. That was funny to me. Um, they spoke on Martell and truth versus Martell. And Marcel said, you can't believe shit Martell say. I had to agree with him partly on that. And I think that the reason why Marceau is really, really saying that now is because we know Marceau and Martell gonna get into it. Martell gonna call him out about, who they was screwing together and all that stuff. And so yeah, I think he's really gonna hone in on Martell is this big liar because of that. Now Marceau, I will say this, and I got a picture of this, sir. Let me see. Let me move Sammy's comments. Sammy, I'm going to star your comments so I can come back and read it. He said, I mean, what guy's not gonna say no to a threesome? That was cringe to me, Marceau. You know, you married. He touched on that. He said he had a hell of a life when it comes to his college life. I guess he was like his brother Maurice, because you guys know Maurice said he had 6 women in one day, which I think is lies, but whatever. Anyway, at first, Marcel was careful about talking about Shenita Foster. They played clips of Shenita calling Tisha and Op, and then he started joking on her. He's like, is she married? And Carlos like, no, she's divorced. And he's like, oh yeah, her husband left her. And I see why. Then he went to clowning the ex-husband, basically saying he must have been a wuss to deal with somebody like Shenita. He said the husband got to be playing these little wuss positions in the NFL. Clown Shenita again. He said Shenita is trying to be relevant on that episode. And he said it looks like she succeeded because people are talking about her. He went on to say, child, and I got to say this because a couple of us have said this before. He said Shenita Foster talked too damn much. You know, uh, you know, he was looking at the girls' trip and Shenita was doing the questioning. He said she just got there, and as soon as Destiny sat down, Shenita act like an original castmate. What else? But a little shade towards Mel. He said, oh, I see Mel recruited people to go on this trip with her. And Okay, I gotta stop looking at the chat. I gotta stop looking at the chat. But he said that she recruited people to go on the trip with her. She had Lauren there. We know that, as well as Shenita Foster. But this is what, well, partly I'll get into this part of Destiny. He clowned Destiny for wearing that mugshot t-shirt traveling, and said that, I hope she ain't wear that shit through the airport. We know that she did. I don't know how you could be that proud. And she said case dismissed, but we learned shortly after that the case was reopened, child. Lil Barrick is not playing with Destiny. What else? Oh, they spoke about Destiny saying that she could have slept with both Mel and Martell. And Marcel looked like, what? He didn't believe it. Carlos, being messy, Carlos then asked him, have you ever heard of there being a threesome with Mel, Martell, and Destiny? To me, when Carlos said that, it's like he was trying to put that shit out in the atmosphere even more. You know what I mean? And he know damn well Mel is not having no threesome with Martell and Destiny, or nobody else. But he said, or do you know any of them being with another woman? You know what I mean? And then Marceau, a little shade again, said, well, it would have to be Mel, because that's when he said, what guy would say no to a threesome? And we know Martell is not saying no to anything at all. What else, child? They watched the Destiny and Sunny exchange. And in that, Marcel said that Sunny should have flexed on Destiny when Destiny brought up, Moses was still sending her money. And Marcel said she should have flexed on Destiny and said, no, we sent you our money. We both sent you that. Then men being men, if you ask me, had a little grace for Moses. And he said that, Moses was just dating. Some men have their starting lineup or their top 5. And, he said that men do that basically. So he really don't feel like Moses did anything wrong. What else? You guys know when they were watching this scene, Sonny said something like, well, Destiny got there and there was a lot of tension. And he said, Sonny, you are tension. I have to agree with him on that. Sonny, you cannot expect to not have any tension based on the circumstances. What you mean, Brittany Janae feeling male? Like in a flirtatious way? Let me know, child. I ain't pick up on that part. But what else? They spoke about Mel and Destiny's convo. And Destiny saying that, most times Mel cut people off after the reunion and blah, blah, blah. And Marcel mentioned, Mel doesn't call people after the reunion. And then he basically said he's the same way. He said he can go years without talking to people. He also said that Destiny was waiting on that moment to happen when her and Mel had that conversation on the girls' trip. You guys know Destiny came out hard. She really, really did. And yeah, he said, yeah, it seemed like Destiny was waiting on that moment, and she was, in my opinion. He said that, Mel do need to take a little accountability, because you guys remember in that sit down for the girls' trip, Mel said something before she addressed Destiny. She said something like, sometimes I could be naive when it comes to friendships and blah, blah, blah. Marcel felt like she should have taken accountability for that. Not saying I'm naive and just say what's wrong, whatever. But this is what he said that I really, really, really agreed with. He said it would have pissed him off too if Destiny posted his kids in the manner that she did Mel's kids, So he said Mel can understand he and Maurice still somewhat hanging out with Marcel, because they were friends before. But he said Mel is right to be upset with Destiny because that was her home girl. I was just happy to hear somebody from the cast say that. And it took a man to say that. We haven't gotten that from any of the women, but I was happy to hear him say that because he said that Destiny was a shoulder for Mel to cry on and vice versa. You know what I mean? When they were going through their divorce. So, yeah, how dare you post her kids? How dare you say, girl, let me get off this phone. This is Martell calling in the midst of all of that. And kudos to Marsau for saying that. Carlos tried to throw a curve ball in that. Hey, real talk with Grace and Mercy. Brittany Janae, girl, you're gonna have to tell me the deets on that. But Carlos again, Carlos is not able to hide when he wants the mess to go on. Because after Marsau said that he agreed with Mel and she should have felt some type of way and he would have felt some type of way as well, Carlos said, well, do you think that's the case because Destiny and Martell went to school together? They didn't go to school together. They did not go to the same school. They went to separate schools. So to me, Carlos, again, trying to flip the script and make Marsau think that no, Destiny and Martell was friend longer than her and Mel. And Destiny and Martell wasn't close like that. Can't nobody make me believe that. Destiny came out here and said that her daddy went with Mama Hope. Back in the day, we ain't seen no proof, no nothing. So I think it's lies. And I didn't like that, Carlos. I didn't like that. When you are interviewing or sitting down with people, let their thoughts be their thoughts. You know? So I don't know what's up with Carlos, but I did appreciate Marsau's response. Carlos asked him if there was a respectful way of cheating. Marsau said, yeah, don't cheat. But he also said that he can understand if you want to entertain the conversation. Respectful cheating is when someone don't make you look like a fool out in these streets. So he said that can cause a problem. Now, we don't know. We know the rumors that's been going around for quite some time when it comes to Marsau, if he cheating, if he got a woman. We know that Martell and Ariane both said that he does. Ariane said that he been talking to the same chick for 9+ years now. And I don't know if it's true or not. If it's true, allegedly, I don't know. Then I guess he's respectful cheating, but he said he don't cheat. This is what I got a chuckle out of as well. Carlos asked him if Tisha had a baby on him, what would he do? He said he would raise that child. Yes, Victoria. Always. Always. Let me start your comment. But when asked if Tisha had a baby on him, what would he do? He said he would raise that child like it was his and love that child. Carlos couldn't stop laughing. And Marcel said, you're not about to get good deke and half, meaning, yeah, no, I'm not leaving you. You done went out and got some, you got pregnant, and you're going to take half of my money? No. So I got a little chuckle out of that. But anyway, when he saw the exchange between Mel and Destiny, sitting there at that table, it seemed like to me Marcel got a little sad just to hear Destiny saying, out of all the BS about respectful cheating, blaming Mel, revealing their past talk and secrets, he wasn't feeling Destiny at all watching this scene. And Tisha, that should be a red flag for you. He said Destiny was crazy because everybody say what they wouldn't do until they were in that situation. So he said that in regards to Destiny trying to act like Mel agreed to teach coleslaw, how to cheat with her damn husband, and how she went on to have a baby and all of that. And again, I had to say kudos to Marceau because he said, don't nobody know what they would do unless they were in that situation. Destiny, you've done less for less, i.e. Moses. Carlos asked Marceau if he thought Mel was talking to the side chick about respectful cheating, and Marceau said that Martel was probably lying to the both of them. And he said maybe they both wanted to know what the actual truth was. I partially agreed on that, only partially because Mel deserved to know the truth. Ariane Curry entered that situation knowing the truth from day one or night one when Martel took her to that hotel room, same day that he met her. So she came into this knowing the truth. So I really don't want to hear that maybe they both wanted the truth because the truth was he was married. That should have been enough for her. You know what I mean? To go on about her business. He said that he don't think Mel was teaching Ariane Curry again how to respectfully cheat because that's not what a sane person would do. So let me remove this comment. He said, but I don't think that she was teaching him how to cheat, respectfully cheat, because that's not something that a sane person would do. Again, shade towards Destiny. We all know that Mel didn't ever sit down and try to teach that girl to respectfully cheat with her husband. Where they do that at? And like she said, if you have a conversation to collect receipts or timeline, okay, this Negro yesterday said he was at the gym, but come to find out he was there. That happens, especially when you are in the process of deciding if you're going to stay with or divorce your husband. Um, what else? I really think I just gave you guys a full recap, child, in about 20 minutes. Um, let's see. I really do. Yeah, I did. So that's minus the commercials, child. You guys got the full recap. But what I can't wait to see is this preview. So they showed another preview, and Mel was in her confessional, and she said a lot of people have shied away from telling the truth. And then you hear Kimmy talking to, I believe, Marie saying, Mel's plight, well, she said her, and I do believe she's talking about Mel. She said her plight in life is to prove everybody is cheating. I think she's talking about Mel when she said that. And Kimmy again, and I'll keep it on Kimmy. It's already been said what happened, especially at that first boys trip in Atlanta and all of that. And I just find it funny that they didn't feel the need, you know what I mean, to discuss that in any way. So I think that, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What goes on in our house goes on in our house. And I think that that's what Tisha and Kimmy both are, into. And that's their business. They married. You know what I mean? But full recap. I got some more Huntsville happenings, but I think I'll wait until tomorrow. Oh, do I want to wait until tomorrow for that? Yeah, because I want to keep this video on the topic at hand. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. So this is a quick power hour. Let me know what you think, or I'll drop the link. I don't know if Gigi is in there. I haven't been looking at the comments, but Gigi, if you are here, click the link because I know you wanted to say something Saturday, and I'm curious to hear. Or we may have to wait until members only. I don't know. But Sammy said, I can't stand Carlos. He's so inappropriate and disgusting. It's not okay to have those conversations with a straight man in that manner. It's uncomfortable. I totally agree. It made me cringe. And it was at the top of their sit down, and Marcel was a good sport. is nothing wrong with Carlos being gay or anything like that. But just to say, I slurp. Yeah, I slurp. I was like, oh, child. Brittany Janae, I don't know if you want to hit that link, child, or put it in the comment section. What exactly did you hear about Marsau? Absolutely, chit chat. He always got to throw a curveball, and I'm glad that you said that, Victoria, and I'm glad other people recognize that. I've seen this happen before with Carlos, even if it's not Love and Marriage Huntsville related. Interviewing other people where sometimes they will give their truth or say their thoughts, and he does this thing, even with Heavenly, where he try to change that, So even the times when Heavenly tried, before she went off the deep end, to speak on things when it comes to Mel, and she was totally on her side and all of that, Carlos will always throw a curveball to get her to say something else. I never like that. Tyra, you said I agree with that part, but I still don't like Marcel. What part? What part? Let me see. Let me read some of you guys' comments. Lies More Lies say, I just saw it on the channel and he did good. And tomorrow say something totally different. He's a flopper. He is a flopper. Now, when I said that I was wrong, guys, it's in the title. I just knew they were going to talk about the mellometers in that sit down. They didn't. And you couldn't have paid me or not paid me or whatever. I would have bet money that they would have discussed the mellometer. So I was shocked that they didn't in that sit down. But we know Marcel was right there on the Jasmine brand Saturday talking about the mellometer. So yeah, is he a flopper? He's a flopper. But Lies More Lies to some of the things that he said. Oh, I got to get into what he said about his wife, child. I knew I was forgetting something. Tisha, girl, Wanda, the math not mathing. The math is not mathing. Now, I know exactly what he said, but I wrote it down as well. Let's see. That's the wrong side. Let's see. Shoot. Anyway, when it comes to the timeline, I got it written down somewhere, child, but these notes, I got them all mixed up right now. When it comes to Tisha and the timeline of them dating and all of that. So he and Carlos got on that conversation because of Sunny Child, 90 days. And Carlos asked him, how long was it before you and Tisha got married? And he said, shoot, the exact word I'm looking for. Y'all put it in the chat. He said 30 days, but the way he said it is, doggone. The way he said it, he let it be known that he was only faithful for 30 days. Anybody know the exact words that he used in that moment? Because I didn't mixed up. I'm going to go down to the bottom. Thank you. Muted expressions. Yes, ma'am. He said they dated exclusively for 1 month before they got married. Exclusively means only me and her. That's not what Tisha said. That is not what Tisha said, Marsau. They even showed Tisha in that scene. I'm going to get to that, Khalees. They even showed Tisha on the girls' trip, and Tisha said 9 months. Tisha said 9 months. But it's been a whole lot that's been said about them and the timeline of them getting married. And it was said that Tisha was pregnant. So unfortunately, Tisha, Marcel made it look like the only reason y'all got married was because you was pregnant. Because he said that you all only dated exclusively for 30 days. So I don't know how Tisha gonna feel about that. She probably just gonna, do what she do. But again, the math was not mathing when it comes to that. It was not. And because it does not match up to what Tisha has said. So I wonder how Wanda feel about that, child. It was a couple other things, especially the threesome part. What guy's not gonna have a threesome? Mark, so you were supposed to come out and say, I would never, because there were rumors at one point. So, I get that Marcel jokes a lot. I don't think he was joking about that 30 days. And you think he act like he can't stand her? Yes, Indigo, I agree. She'll just brush it off. Yeah. Exclusively for 30 days compared, because remember, guys, Tisha said, if I'm not mistaken, Tisha said that she was working for a cable company in Texas or something like that, while her and Marcel was dating. She came home. I guess they did the do child, and she got pregnant. But the way she spoke about that, again, it was like they had dated for quite some time. So remember Wanda trying to clear it up, because Coleslaw came out and said that Marceau and she just said that on her live last week. Marceau and Maurice are cheaters and dogs. Um, but I remember Wanda coming out and trying to defend it. And Wanda said, well, if he was cheating, it was probably why they was dating. So I think that Marcel really just put it on out there. Put it on out there. And to me, back in the day, people used to get married if the woman got pregnant and all of that. Marcel seems to have an old spirit, I'll say that. And I think that he did marry Tisha because she was pregnant. And those rumors have been out here for quite some time. But we know they've been married, almost 2 decades now. So it is what it is. But yeah, you got to know what your wife's saying so that could match up, you know? Maybe in Tisha's mind they were dating, but for Marcel, it wasn't exclusive until his time frame. Yes, I totally agree with that, because that's what he said. It was only 1 month that he was faithful to Tisha, and then they got married. Miss Skin Deep said, I feel like Marcel's seen how Destiny did Mel. He don't want Tisha to get close to her because he don't want their business to get out. That's why he's not feeling Destiny at all. Good point. Good point. I appreciate it. And like I said, we always want it from the women. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us say I'm a woman before I'm anything, and what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong, and blah, blah, blah. We haven't seen that from the cast, the female cast. So I really did appreciate him of speaking the truth when it comes to a lot that he spoke the truth about. And that was one of it. The whole respectful cheating, and Destiny was wrong for still kicking it with Martell. And like he said, yeah, if that's your home girl and you guys are crying on and there for each other while you going through this divorce, you were supposed to draw a line and choose, and that's when he said, I could see, how me and Maurice would still be friends with him to a certain extent, because we knew him before. So even Marcel know that it's BS that Destiny and Martell didn't know each other before. That was never said all on the show like that. It was not. Hey, LaJuan. Hi. Tisha, can I talk about Sonny if the exclusive for 1 month statement is true? Ooh, Khalees. Well, let me play devil's advocate. Tisha didn't meet him because he was dating somebody else that she was friends with. Even if he had other women, which it seems like according to him, up until a month before they got married, that's when he stopped. But that's a good point. Absolutely, it was his baby, so he made it official. Oh, okay. So, Chronic, you believe in okay. You're talking about Marcel. Marcel also told the project manager that he proposed after a month. The stories match to me. Well, the question though was, how long did it take them to get married, not propose? So, okay, because you got me confused now. So, if he proposed after a month of meeting her, but was only exclusive a month before they got married, what match, Kwasan? Let me know. Some men don't like their wives hanging out with single women. Yeah, that's true. And that shouldn't be the case. You know, you gotta have trust. Gotta have trust. Hit the like button for me, cuties. I'm gonna read a couple more. Anybody coming up? It's Gigi here. Gigi. Oh, I hate it because I wanted her to tell me Saturday. Indigo Girl said, I believe that Marcel always had women on the side. He doesn't really like Tisha. He seems to have a lot of pity for her because she isn't smart. Oh, wow. Mm-mm. Hold on, and I'm doing this for real. Not a drink, but my goodness. Who child? All right, tell us how you feel, Indigo Girl. All right, let's see. Let's see. Cassie said, I no longer look at how many years a person is married as an indicator of success because folks can be unhappily married, which it sounds like that's what Marceau is. All right. Well, look, a lot of us, uh, uh, based off of previous things that Marceau has done on this show, refusing to say if he cheated or not and all of that. A lot of people said that I think Marceau just staying until them kids get grown. You know, I don't know. I ain't in the, I ain't in the house. D said, hey, I appreciate Marcel speaking the truth, but I still don't trust him. He hates the millimeters and wants to look to them at the same time. Good point, D. Good point. Yeah, and that's what I said. I appreciated him in this interview. Number one, I appreciated them not mentioning the millimeters, but as I said, just this past weekend, Marcel was doing just that. But he spoke a lot of truth in this sit down. He did. I can see Marcel. Okay. She's another divorced woman. So are you guys down with that? Like letting your husband, if you are a woman or vice, whatever, because it's a lot of same-sex marriages as well. Can your spouse tell you who you can and cannot be friends with? Because I've seen that a couple times in the comment section. He's talked about several times. Also sounds like Marcel and Tisha had a shock pow pow wedding. Well, it did Wanda come out and say that or Tisha? You guys let me know in the comments because somebody came out and they were a part of the family. And I'm thinking that it was Tisha herself that said that she was pregnant when they got married. So I guess he wanted to make her a respectable woman, child. CK was totally, oh, child, let me watch these comments. Actually inappropriate at the beginning of this interview. And Marcel did say that about CK. He was definitely inappropriate. I get the conversation that they had about, you need to go ahead and try women, ha ha ha, and you may like it and all of that. But the slurping part and all of that, it was just too much. And I'm not saying that this is Carlos or any other man, but I think sometimes they'll see how you react to see if you're gonna be on go. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be down for it. So I didn't like it. I was clutching my pearls. Marcel wants to support. Have he been exclusively in his marriage? I don't know, child. I don't know. Ooh, child D. You say, I'm confused. Did they meet at the beginning of the month, sleep together the first, and she missed her, you know what? And at the end of the month and got engaged? I have no idea, child. I have no idea. Tyra, you said my friends are married and I'm single. They don't do what I do, allegedly, and in my opinion. Yeah, and I don't, I think that's a whole, oh, child, I need to put that on my board because that's a whole different conversation of what I was thinking partly. But I don't see a problem with being friends with, women if they're married. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyra say, you don't have to partake in any single activities. But what I want to discuss with the cutie crew this week, let me put it on my board. Would you take advice, relationship advice, from a single woman if you're married? So we'll discuss that in members only. All right, let's see. Couple more comments. Put a rating. Hey Tawana, from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Put in the chat if you enjoyed or not. So put a number in the chat. If you thought I ain't like it at all, put a 1. If it was amazing, put a 10. I'll give my rating once I see some of you all's. She was 5 months pregnant. Was she, Rosalind? Allegedly. Wanda has always said she doesn't believe it was many, but maybe 1. Now that she said verbatim, Shy Taylor, but she wasn't talking about while married. Oh, well, kind of, sort of she was, because that's when Tisha was telling Wanda, oh, this is a shame I know this much about this damn show. But that's when Tisha was telling Wanda that Marcel said that Marceau got 20 girlfriends. And Wanda was like, you may have to check into that. And she said, well, I don't think it was 20, but it may be 1. So thank you for taking me back down memory lane. I remember seeing their wedding picture, but I can't remember if I saw a bump. She was dating Marcel, who's dating. Oh, child. Let me look at some of these comments. Allegedly, Linda Cromartie. Are you related to the football player? Let me know. Is my sis in here? Hi, sis. How are you? Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna be out of here in 10 more minutes. A quick little power hour. Mel's red phone said, ooh, child, love the name. Have y'all ever heard they'll test you to know how far they can go? Ooh, child, not hashtag Diddy. I have heard that quite some time. For quite some time, like forever. And yeah, that's any situation, any relationship, especially if you're dealing with some BS. Most times they not gonna stop until you stop it. Martell was a tester. Martell tested Mel for years. You know what I'm saying? And look at him now. So yes, I have heard that. Okay, Wanda said Tisha got pregnant during their engagement. She was not pregnant when he proposed. Okay. I see 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. I don't know. Thank you, Miss Gandy. So I'm gonna put it up there and I'm gonna take it off real quick. But she said gay men, and we'll say some gay men sometimes see if they're down low with it or outright getting hostile to see if it's something there. His calmness let him know not to try him no more. Yeah, it was a nervous laugh. I don't think, Marcel been around Carlos for years. So I don't think that he was like as cringed as I was looking. But, he kind of let it be known like, damn, Carlos, okay, man. And, it was very distasteful to me. Very distasteful. You tried watching after that slurping comment and you had to check out. I'm surprised. Look, LV Mama, I started watching this yesterday, and honestly, I didn't finish until this morning. But yeah, I cringed immediately when he said that. It's inappropriate. And it's inappropriate, especially when you know, number one, this man is straight. Number two, this man is married. So he could be married, straight, got a girlfriend. It don't matter. Don't do that. You know what I mean? That's no different. Oh, I'm glad I just thought of this. That is no different as far as what Destiny said. I could have had both Mel and Martell. That's similar to that, in a sense, Carlos. And yeah, stop that. If the person has never let you know that they swing that way or that's how they get down, don't impose or your thoughts on people like that. Okay, Dana said a 8. Lulu said a 5. Sammy said a 4. Wandy 7. Angela 7. Khalees 8. Vonzel 5. Aunt Debbie said 3. Lord, Aunt Debbie, you didn't like it at all, huh? Ooh, child. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. Sherry said 6. Barbara said 6. Shirley said 1. Ooh, Shirley, Lord, and Aunt Debbie. Indigo Girl said 7. Chronic said 4 for BS. Mama V said 8. Chronicles of Kim K says 7. Okay, Catherine 8. Patricia 8. Pamela 5. All right. Mine was a 6. Mine was a 6. And I could possibly swing it up to like 6.5-ish. And the reason why I say that is because I did not detect any phoniness. Any phoniness. So again, if we put our judgments or thoughts of we know of things that they've said and done, and we just put that to the side and rate this on what we watched, that's how I got there. Now I said to the side, I didn't say forget, but when it comes to watching this, I didn't see him being phony. He even shut Carlos down when Carlos was trying to throw curveballs in there. Nothing seemed rehearsed. Like, we gonna come out here, we gonna say this and do that. I didn't see that. And again, I gotta give him his props for that. Now, you know, we got the side eye cocked and ready for Saturday. Don't forget Cutie Crew, Patroni Cuties, live watch party Saturday on Patreon. And then our discussion will follow. To those of you that are not members, I'll go ahead and put it in here. If you want to join the Cutie Crew and watch with us live and discuss on Saturdays, you can join the Cutie Crew here, or you can join my Patreon here. Or if you don't want to join any memberships, I will be doing my YouTube recaps on Sundays. But who else? Okay, you gave it a 7 because of CK. Well, 7 means you liked it, Indigo Girl. So if you can't stand CK, you would probably want to rate that lower. Who else watched it and who else did you detect? We got about 5 more minutes. Did you detect phoniness? Anybody? Was it scripted to you? Did you enjoy it? Marcel knows that Tisha values being married more than anything else in life. Therefore, he knows she's not going anywhere. All right, Indigo Girl. Oh, just me. I guess I gotta go find your first comment because you put and he effed around and found out. Found out what, child? Let me scroll up and be nosy. What you say, just Mia? Last comment I see is where you wave to Pink Table Topics. Pink Table, sis, you must have switched in the middle of this live. Pink Table Topics is here. Shout out to the content creators in the building. Real Talk with Grace and Mercy, Aunt Debbie, Pink Table Topics. You guys make sure you are subscribed. 6 Towns was wearing an Empire. I don't know what y'all be talking about. Althea, who was wearing an Empire? 6 Towns was wearing an Empire style dress. Who is that? Yes again. Marcel was very calm. He tried to chuckle, and he tried to change the subject, child, and mentioned maybe you need to get with women. And Carlos, go on, stay over there where you at, child. Stay over there where you at. Let's see. Hey, Tanya B. Saying that someone got married during their engagement when you got engaged after 1 month of exclusive dating is questionable. Wanda may not know or just covered per usual. Yeah, Marcel came out here and flipped the script. And again, it just shows you a lot of times men not listening to what the women are saying, and you know what I mean. But Tisha said differently. Wanda said differently, and this man said they only exclusively dated for 1 month. And as somebody said, that is funny-ish to a certain extent, because Sonny didn't care that Moses had 5, 6 women, child, as long as they was exclusive when he got with her. Okay. Marcel wants to be like Marcel, then he gets treated like Marcel, according to KC. Marcel wants to be like Marcel, then he gets treated like Marcel, according to KC. Who is KC? Everybody say they watch it through the content creators. Shout out to the content creators, baby. I am preparing myself because even with this sit down, I had 5 pages of notes. So I got to prepare myself for when this show starts, because I like to give thorough recaps. It's a lot of you guys that black out, a lot don't watch at all. So, I got to gear up for that, child. I had a little break, but we back Saturday. Let me know who was that I said. Let me know who KC. Who is KC? Okay. We got a couple more minutes. Hey, baby. Yes, congratulations again to Mariah. First place in her tennis tournament. Absolutely amazing. Keep up the good work. Let me put Mariah back up real quick. She got the build and everything of a tennis player. And again, to be passionate, because Mariah's still in junior high, right? Let me take this off. So just imagine with the summer programs that they got her in, and the years that she'll continue to grow during high school, she gonna be ready. You know who she look like? What is her name? Let me look it up real quickly. Coco something. Hold on. Coco Goff. Kinda sorta. Coco is just a little darker, but Mariah looks like her. Go, Mariah. Congratulations. This is another part where I get a little sad, child, because I would love for them to be able to put a camera or something on those tennis matches. Thank you, D. And we can see, you know what I mean, in action. I would love it. Hold on, guys. Bye-bye. Uh, okay, guys, sorry about that. But yeah, I would love to be able to see it. So you see that, don't you, D? She definitely favors Coco. And I wonder that may be one of her, tennis players that she looks up to. And Coco is pretty young. Coco was born in okay, so she's 20, but that's young. Yeah. So congratulations. As she should be. Hey, Miss Kriya. Hey, as she should be, crazy about them grandbabies, you know. How much? Oh, child, Cassie. How much you want to bet coleslaw will have her son doing tennis now, or daughter, child, or daughter? You know, once she, well, once we learned, and then we just hit an hour, so I'm gonna be out of here. But once we learned that they had tank and baseball, and they had Mariah and tennis. I forgot what Boss Baby was involved in. Um, that's when you guys remember Coleslaw came on out and started saying everything that her kids was in. I would, look, Mel and Martell are divorced now, so it is what it is. It's no longer about to a certain extent the cheating aspect of it, but I would have to totally rebrand. And we know just last week she was still mentioning Mel. That's what I don't get about her. That, and I'm not even gonna make this about her. That's what I don't get about her at all. There's no way in the world a woman will get my attention after she done gave me the Negro. No. All right. Yes. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Queen Sheba as well. I saw her post on Instagram today. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie, let me tell you this if you still listening, child. When I got off a live Saturday night, I said, damn, they got me. They got me. I had an email from YouTube. All I saw was copyright. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Well, anyway, it's because I was playing the 50 Cent Go Shorty, It's Your Birthday to Aunt Debbie. So I was able to breathe a sigh of release. A relief. I went and muted that. So if you guys watch that live from Saturday night, it may sound weird in parts because I had to mute that music. But I was like, oh my goodness. So Aunt Debbie, I thought I got a copyright, child. Okay, look, I'm out of here. I did see you all's ratings. Some of you guys just, we've been having that conversation when it comes to grace or no grace. Do you have grace? Hey, Square Biz, or nah? Or do some people deserve it or nah? And some of y'all like F that doggone sit down. I ain't even watch it. Some of y'all like he get a 1, he get a 2, he get a 3. Linda Gamble said 1. Again, as a content creator, and that is what I do. I watch to give content. It was a pretty good sit down. And I am going to say again that, he spoke his truth. He spoke his truth, and his truth lined up with the side of right when it comes to the situations that he was talking about. But Marcel, we're going to have to get in your earth as soon as this season starts. You know it. We know it. So he ain't got me fooled, but I do give it a 6. All right, guys, I am out of here. You wonder if Martel's mom is as supportive as Miss Van? I don't know. I would hope so. They do, don't they, Sassy? I bet you that's like her tennis idol. I bet you that's like her idol. They really, really do favor. Yes. And look, Coco don't take no smack. Coco will fight some of them calls from the refs and everything. I really, really like her. It's not cheap. It's not a cheap sport at all. But you got to invest in your kids and their dreams and all of that. And it's paying off. First place. First place. But I'm out of here. I'm about to eat me a big bowl of chili with cheese and sour cream and green onions and get the itis, curl up on this couch under my blanket because it is currently, it's 72 here, and that's cold to me now. 72 is cold and it's windy. So that's what I'm about to do. But thank you guys again for joining me. Who is that said, guess I'll watch? Cassie. Cassie, don't let me do, child. That peer pressure is a mug, isn't it? Don't let me peer pressure you. But if you are inclined, just watch it. I'm not trying to sell Marceau. That I'm not trying to do. But in that sit down, yeah, he was spot on a lot, especially the way he clowned Destiny Payton. You know, and it shouldn't take a man. I'm out of here after I say this. It should not take a man to say, if that was your home girl, if y'all was crying on each other's shoulders, going through the same thing as far as divorce at the same time and all of that, how dare you tell her, girl, this Marcel, I gotta go. He even said something like, girl, we about to go bowling. What? Let me get back to you. So yeah, that was shady. And too bad Marsau'S wife didn't say that, or Kimmy, or Stormy, or all the other ladies on the show. That is our issue. So I got to give them that. I have to. But you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. Let me go and put me on some comfy PJs, as well as some furry socks. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a power hour. Please make sure to join me. It'll be at 1:30 Central, I believe. I'll we'll see. But I got so many hot topics that I wanted to discuss today. So join me tomorrow for midday power hour. And as I mentioned, if you did not hit the like button on your way in, please hit the like button on your way out. Also, double check, make sure you are still subscribed, and click that notification bell. That way you'll know when I drop future videos, and you'll get notified when I go live. Enjoy your Monday, cuties. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.